Hello, my name is Marysol, and uh, so it feels awkward for me doing this because I'm not used to it. But um, okay, so I bought this Bible. I bought this from the Dollar Tree. It was only $1.25. I thought it was cute because it was small and I like the gold. And when I bought this Bible, I don't know, something told me to buy it, and I was just like, well, I never really read it. Like, maybe I should read it. Like, like I don't know why. Like, well, I know why, but um, like I don't know. I just felt this pull to get like to learn more about like the Bible and like Jesus, and like this was like at the end of like 2022, because 2022 was like a hard year for me. And I don't know. Like, I want to make a video about it, but it's like I'm still organizing all my thoughts because there's like it's a lot. Like, I feel like it's been like years that I've been struggling with like I guess basically my faith, like faith in myself, belief in myself, and just belief that things are gonna work out because yeah, I don't know, just like a lot of reasons. But anyways, I've been trying to read the Bible. Like, at first it was really hard because it's like in old English. I can't understand it, and like I just never really read it before. Like, not really. Like, I feel like people have told me my whole life, you should read it, or you should go to church, you should do this. It's like, okay. Like, I knew they meant well, but I was like, I don't know, I would push it away because I'd be like, nah, I think I'm okay. Like, but then all this crazy shit happened to me, and I've been having all these realizations, and it's like, you know what? I haven't really like invested in, understanding the Bible and, Jesus and all that. And um I've been watching a lot of Christian content lately. Like, I follow a lot of like Christian people on YouTube, and they talk about, God and their faith, and they, give us Bible. They like quote Bible verses and stuff like that. And they always say, get into the word, get closer to God, spend time with God. Like, even the spiritual people I follow, like I still follow spiritual people. I still watch a lot of tarot readings because I feel like the tarot readings sometimes bring me more specific answers and help me understand things in my mind. But it's like either way, I still have to like, either way, like me personally, like I believe in God. I've always believed in God. And I understand why some people don't believe, why some people, don't have faith, why some people get scared. Like, I struggle with anxiety too. Like, yesterday was a really bad day for me. Well, not a bad day, but like in the morning I was really struggling with my anxiety. Like, I went to work, and on the way to work I was like crying. I knew nothing was wrong, but it's like, when you have anxiety, you get this feeling inside of you that something's wrong, that something bad's gonna happen. You get really scared, and sometimes my stomach hurts, sometimes my head hurts. In this case, I was like crying, my head was hurting, like I was having like I felt like bad thoughts were swirling in my head and all that stuff. And I was gonna sound silly, but there's these two channels that I follow on YouTube. One of them is called God Helps, like it's just God space helps, and the other one is called Jesus Affirmations. And it's just I don't know if it's like AI generated content, but it's just like digital images with like words, and then I think it's an AI voice like narrating, but it's basically like, God telling you like, hey, like, don't worry, I'm here. Like, hey, I like how he says like, my beloved child. Like, and that's another thing. Like, I've been trying to heal my relationship with God. Like, I know that sounds like a weird thing to say, but I still always fear God. Like, and like there's even a proverb, I think, that's like, a woman who has the fear of God is um like a good woman. I don't know, like, and like, I feel like when I was raised out, like me, I was raised Catholic, and I used to go to church and stuff. And I feel like the way sometimes people are raised in the church is, to fear God, that he's going to punish you. Like, and me, I used to see God as like the boss of everything. Like, he's in charge of everything. And, some people say he's a jealous God, and like, you'll feel his wrath. But then there's other people that say like, Like, you can't think of him as like, he's not gonna punish you, like he's not gonna put fear in your heart, like that's not from him, like only good things come from him. And so you have to think of him more as like a father. And to be honest, I do like that. I like that metaphor, like analogy, way better, because it kind of helps me understand that it's like, like, how a good dad is supposed to be like kind, protective, caring, like nurturing. Like he's not supposed to just like be the person who punishes you or like gets mad and like is in charge. Like that's kind of like a tyrant. And even like I've heard, like, I don't know if it's in the Old Testament or New Testament, that I think in one of the Gospels somebody wrote like beware the tyrant, but they like changed it because people. But yeah, I guess I used to see God as kind of like, well, I don't want to say a tyrant, but just like, for me it was like a boss. And it's like you have to listen to him or else you're gonna get in trouble because they're in charge. So for a long ass time I feel like I feared power and like authority, because it's like, no, that makes you like hurt people and punish them. But it's like no, like, God, he's just there for you. He's just watching you, like he's waiting for you. The choice is really up to you, if you want to believe in him, if you want to follow him, if you want to listen to him, if you want to do good by him, for him. Like, it's really up to you. And I don't want to force that on anybody. I'm not here to like tell anyone like, you got to believe in God, you got to pray, you got to do this, you got to do that. Like, I would say, like me, I would always say like, just think of what would be best for you, and like, look at what's inside your heart, and make the best decision for everybody involved. But I'll just tell you that me personally, like, I guess God has always been my strength, and I've always believed in him. I always had faith that things were always going to work out, no matter what. And I still want to believe that. I don't want to believe that the world is ending, I guess, because a lot of people say, like, a lot of Christians will say that too, like, it's end times, it's end times. But our job is not to go, I don't know, like, I feel like our job is not to be like saving people, like trying to force them into being like, a follower of God or like faithful. Like, really, it's to like really everybody's job is just to keep their focus on themselves, their path, their life path. And if you believe in God, get closer to God, because he will help you, and he'll give you strength and love and forgiveness. And excuse me. And I don't know, for a long time I didn't want to study, like I didn't want to get into Christianity, I didn't want to get into the Bible, because I felt like it was just punishment and torture. Like, poor Jesus gets tortured and killed and sacrificed just because people don't like him. Like today we have cancel culture. Like, Jesus was the original cancel culture. Well, not really, but like, there's people before Jesus, but like he symbolizes that if people have hate in their heart and anger, and they use that to fuel their lives, like that's just all, they're just gonna be spewing like anger and hate and like causing like fear. And like, I know the Bible says like iniquity, like fighting. And I just wanted to share my favorite Bible verse with you guys. I gotta hurry up because I gotta go to work right now. But it's from 1 Corinthians. It's all of verse 13. And like, I think in like, let me just read it. So starting from 1 Corinthians 13, it says, though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass, or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy, and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains, and not have charity, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. Charity suffereth long, and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity, that's a lot of this. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up, doth not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Charity never faileth, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. They shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. For now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know even as also I am known. And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three, but the greatest of these is charity. So thank you for listening, and I hope this helped.